As AI continues to take over people's jobs, it creates more jobs like Bitcoin podcasting. We will generate value from podcasting about Bitcoin. I mean, it's not going to be podcast. I mean, I agree with you. I agree with you because if you understand, as you say here, as AI continues to take people's jobs, people are going to have much more free time on their hands. And I don't think we should ever limit it to Bitcoin podcasting. I think that if you're somebody out there right now who sees what's coming here, if you have a job that you think could be possibly replaced by AI in the next 5 years or less, like you might not admit it, but you know in your gut that, yeah, there's a chance that AI is going to replace me here. So the thing that you need to do is you don't have to leave your job today because you just got to put food on your table. But you do have to start thinking about that transition that we're going to go through. Are you going to be somebody who gets laid off, who accepts universal basic income and is a slave to whoever's issuing that universal basic income for you? Or are you going to do something on your own and generate value yourself? And podcasting and live streams like this, I think, is a really good way to do it. And you don't have to be an expert on anything. One thing I heard last week, it's kind of a side note, obviously, but that's what No Agenda Fridays are about. But it said, if I walked up to you right now and said you had to give a half-hour speech on something, you're going out in 5 minutes, whatever you can prepare, whatever you can think of to talk about for half an hour, that's what you should start talking about on YouTube, podcast, Nostr, especially. But that's the kind of stuff, that's how you look kind of inside yourself and say, okay, well, what do I like? What do I like talking about? What do I think I'm an expert on? What could I talk about half an hour straight about without notes or preparation or anything like that? Because there's a really good chance that there's going to be other people out there who are looking for that information. And so as AI takes jobs, there's going to be a lot more people on this kind of stuff, on YouTube, podcasts. It's definitely not going to be limited to Bitcoin stuff, though. But something to consider. You got to think about that kind of stuff. Don't just think you're going to buy Bitcoin, you're going to get to 50 million sats, and then you're going to retire and do nothing for the rest of your life. First of all, it's not going to last you that long, I don't think, depending on how much Bitcoin you have. But you have to be adding value to the world. That's why we're here, right? We're not here to sit on the fucking couch and watch Netflix while our Bitcoin value goes up.